We had a massive snowstorm in the Midwest this weekend, so that means that we're having soup for Sunday night dinner. So let's make a healthier chicken sausage tortellini soup together. As a first-time mom, I'm also just trying to find things that make cooking, meal planning, meal prepping, my life just easier in general, because one thing that I never understood was when I had heard moms say, like, oh, I just wish I could take a pill and it would cover all of my calories and macronutrient needs for the day. Now that I'm a mom, I 1000% understand that more than anything. So trying to just like simplify cooking has been the biggest part of getting back into cooking postpartum. We have been loving the Amy Lou chicken crumbles Italian style, so I found these at Whole Foods. I think they have a couple of different flavors as well, but this is the only one that we've tried. Usually we'll just make it with like a pasta and a marinara sauce for an easy weeknight dinner, but I'm gonna try to use it as like a substitute for a sausage in like a sausage tortellini soup. So I'm just cooking this on the side over here by itself, and then right now I'm sauteing carrots, onions, and celery. To add some extra color and some extra fiber, I'm adding in some zucchini with the carrots, the celery, and the onion. You can't make a soup without Kirkland garlic. 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and then salt and pepper. And then we're gonna add 6 cups of chicken bone broth. You can just use regular chicken broth too. I like to use bone broth in any of my soups and stews just because it adds a little bit of extra protein. We're gonna add a can of diced tomatoes. You can also do crushed tomatoes. I did ones with basil, garlic, and oregano seasoning just to add a little bit of extra flavor. We have 1 can of cannellini beans to add a little bit of extra fiber and a little bit of extra plant-based protein. We're gonna bring this mixture of like the tomatoes, the vegetables, the broth, all of that to a boil, and then I'm gonna let it simmer for like 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna add back in the sausage that I already cooked. Then I'm also gonna add in the tortellini. Okay, so I let that simmer for like 10-ish or so minutes just to get all of the veggies nice and soft. I added in that chicken sausage, and I kind of thought about it and realized that that chicken sausage is pre-cooked, so I definitely did not need to like saute it in another pan and dirty another pan. So this could be an entire one-pot dinner, which is super easy and nice. And then I added in the 365 kale and cheese tortellini, so now I'm just gonna let that cook up. It smells so good, and then this whole dinner will be done. This is what we're working with for the final product. It smells fantastic, but I'm going to save it for after we get Gio down for bed. That's typically what we do with dinner. So like when Zach gets home or gets off of work, if he's working from home, he'll kind of take Gio and hang out with him, and then I will make dinner. And then typically we won't eat until after we get Gio down because he is an early king and goes to bed at like 6:30 p.m. So it's just nice to have dinner prepared and done after he's down for the night. And then I get to like actually sit down, enjoy my dinner, drink my little beverage, which is usually a root beer poppy, and like truly enjoy my food. So that's a little hot tip. I know that probably only works if you have one kiddo and they're still little, but we'll just continue to adapt and change as we have more kids and as he starts to have a later bedtime. But for now, that's what works really well.